my name. It feels like we're gonna start in a little bit. Wait for people to get in. I'm gonna do a little bit of art for a second. Would it be Atari? Atari spelled like the old school Atari? What up, Sewer Badger? How you doing? Try to find something. Open. Let me see. Sorry. Open. Oh, that's the other one. I'm just chilling too. We're about to play some StarCraft in a little bit, but kind of just trying to look for some of my art. Trying to see where I put it. Is that GIMP? Let's see, file, open. Rainer. Rainer, which is zone. Let's see, open recent. Okay, that's the one. I was looking at my Kerrigan, trying to find the art. So I found it. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Gone a long way. It's like when I first started it. Right here. A lot of progress, huh? Cold is the void. What up, Forgotten? Forgotten creation in the house. We got Doke. Yeah, nickname I got because it's similar to my last name. Oh, okay. But then Atari is old, it's old school. So it's a nice name whenever you hear Atari because you don't hear, Atari. What else is called Atari? I don't know anything else called Atari other than Atari. So it just, brings me back to um, my old days. Not that I had it. I didn't have an Atari, but my friend's dad had an Atari, and I would be able to play it a little bit. But I was a kid back then. Atari is old school. I'm more Nintendo. Nintendo was more my thing when I was young. That was the new thing. Well, let me put it a little higher. Yeah, we're just chilling. What was it? Play some StarCraft, have some fun. Did you guys get your StarCraft fix already? Did you guys already get your ladder for those that play? You started with Nintendo too. Never played Atari. I only played a little bit of Atari, only because my friend's dad had it, and I was like, damn, they look like a dinosaur. It's like, what's that joystick thing? It's like got the roll pad and stuff. That roller ball, and I was like, it looks cool. It's interesting. The games were old fashioned. Freaking the cars like goes like this and the road just goes forward or something. It makes it look like you're going, but there's no like going this and this and that. It's just left and right. Oh, Dexter's talking to somebody. But one of my favorite games was Metroid. I had a friend that had it. I don't know if it was a Sega. I forgot if it was a Sega or something, but yeah, he had Metroid, and I played. It was like my what is it? My babysitter. What do you call it at the time? Yeah, babysitter. I was a kid. My babysitter had his son and had brought the the console over. Perfect. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I played that when I was on Game Boy. Really? Yeah, it's such a great game. I want to go play it. I want to play that game again, but like, of course, on the computer. Definitely want to play it again. Some of the flashbacks. We're gonna do some retro games here and there, like a retro night, and play some of these old school classics. What is the void? Oh yeah, yeah. One thing I like to do is I like to meditate. One day every once in a great while, I'll take like a little moment for myself and reflect. So what I'll try to do, my game plan is, I would meditate. Right, I'd lay down, just meditate, or sit down, and I would just try to remember everything I could, that as far as I could. Like I try to remember it. I try to remember it. Um, and I do that different parts of my life so that I can kind of keep those memories that I remembered and keep them somewhat fresh. And then I try again, and I try to remember as much as I could, so then you know, freshen those memories up, so that I keep them. I keep bringing them. Kind of like if your parents told you old tales of what happened, back in the days, and you remember it or you visualize it. But for me, it's just remembering the old tales, but I have to tell myself about it. I have to give myself stories, of course, like that moment of just think back, remember. But it's easy to remember certain things when you remembered them before, if you keep remembering them. So yeah, so I try to do that. I try to just go into the past as far as wide, all different directions. I try to use like locations as markers, memory markers. Um, yeah, because I want to always remember where I came from, who I am, what I've been through, and stuff. And sometimes the memory will just bloop, block you out and all that. You get too busy and you don't think about, just the whole, the movie. I like to remember the movie as clear as I can. So yeah, yeah. That's some nerd thing I do. I try to remember. I try to go back every so often, keep it fresh. That way, I don't have as much, you know, misinformation in my memory than you would if you don't do that and you try to think back straight from nowhere. Yeah. I have a near photographic memory. I just run out of you gotta replace that film, re-record. You sound like my old VHS tapes, man. I would have all kinds of recordings. You'd be watching a movie, or some part of another movie kind of just fizzled into it for a second. You're like, what the hell? Like, yeah, that was The Simpsons. Uh, that's hilarious. You do that from time to time as well. Yeah, I think it's important or healthy to do that time to time so that, you just don't forget a lot. Who's going to remind you? Who's going to tell you these things if your parents aren't going to tell you these stories when you were little, this and that, or when you were, there's so much where your parents aren't going to tell you when you were little, you used to do this, you used to do that. Like, damn, I don't remember that part, but damn, thank you for telling me. Um, Like I would like the, I would be always going back and forth. The doors that open in the market as a baby, I would go over there and find my way over there and just go back and forth on them. That's, that's where they would find me. Crazy little adventure baby. Um, but I wouldn't know that. But so at some point, your parents are going to tell you what you remembered in your past. You have to do that. And you don't want to look back and go, I can't remember, you know? The first consoles were Phantom System and then Super NES, Super Nintendo. I don't know about the Phantom. I never. I don't know if I can remember the Phantom. That must have been like not the biggest popular one, right? Because I can't remember Phantom. Super Nintendo. I remember Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Atari, Nintendo itself. Game Genie adapter to the Sega Genesis, I think. I was an escape artist and escaped my crib when I was younger. I must have too. I must have been. I always ended up at the market, going back and forth. In that damn. I don't know how. Like Survivor over here. My blades fryer. What up, Benny? How you doing? Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I see some videos. It's always funny of some babies always learning how to get out of their crib. Freaking. You're going somewhere. That's true. We're gonna have to lock these doors and everything. You're a wanderer. You're an adventurer, huh? You can tell, right? Whoever escapes the bed, that one's definitely the adventurous type. So that's gonna like kind of lead towards the rest of his life. Like, oh, or her life. Oh man. Gonna cast some games tonight for my StarCraft 2 fix. Okay. Which games you casting? You do your viewer games, viewer casts, or you do like pro games? All right. Let's see. Amateur Tournament League Circuit Games. Okay, okay. That's cool. It's good to support the variety of players. Give some spotlight to some of these other players also working hard, trying to get in the door. Yeah, you can always send it to me. I don't mind. Um, Yesterday I was doing some with Dave Testa. We did a a tournament cup that Pig is hosting every Monday, or I think every Monday. Those are fun to cast, but sometimes the lower level players are much more fun. Yeah, they're more. Well, it's the pro players, like when you have some of the fun parts of pro player games are enjoyed by players that understand that level more. So like a player that's been playing StarCraft and and is in the know of what you know the experience is and this and that. Um, the higher you are, the more you can enjoy the minute details, the very small little details that pros show in their games because of the meta, right? Um, and they enjoy that more because they're learning something that they're gonna take in the ladder, and they're like, oh, that's actually a good direction. Oh, I gotta be faster. They enjoy it in that way. Where some people enjoy it to watch. I'm not trying to be a pro. I'm not trying to get up in the highest ranks where I'm going to do this build over and over again. I'm trying to enjoy this game. I don't know what the meta is. I'm just enjoying this game. But eventually, as a watcher, you start seeing a pattern. You're like, I might not know about the games, but I do know that I always see, one Oracle or two Oracles going to the Zerg and killing and I always see this as a commonality. So eventually the movie gets watched for watchers a little too many times. And that's not, I don't think it's always good as a watcher to see the movie too many times where you even know what's going to happen, because at that point you're like, well, I can't take any real enjoyment of like trying to learn something to get better at the game. So it gets a bit stale, I feel. That's my opinion. um, and I feel like when you see a lower level player, even in the higher levels, I feel like in general it's a better watch because you don't know what's going to happen. And a watcher will really enjoy it because it's not the same movie, it's something else, it's another adventure. Whereas a player, they're going to look at that as like, sometimes some people are going to look at it as, oh, I could find use for that kind of tactic. That's good to know. They could always find some learning, but it's the watchers that at the end have to be entertained. I personally want to not watch the same movie over and over again. I don't care how good you are. My favorite pro gamers are not at the highest level. They're not at rank 1 and 2 or 3 usually. My best favorite players to watch are the crazy ones. And I feel like I'm not the only one in that. Where you know, ask people who their favorite players are. They're not always gonna be, Cero, Clem, and Rayner. Or You know, so a lot of times Maru paved the way a lot. So Maru's got some, you know, I can't got it. You know, Maru's Maru, but you know what I mean. Like a lot of players, they're gonna say different players than just the top three players, and that's because they bring something to the table that's different than others that the player likes, and you know that variety is what we all like. You know, overall, Estrella, MC was very crazy, off the wall, dramatic. You know, I liked him for his character and his play, but I liked him for his character. He's got, you know, he had big balls. Um, you know what I mean? It's just, I just like that kind of like creativity side of when they bring it out. When you play like a machine, yeah, you're good at doing that, and yeah, that can happen. But as a machine, I don't want to see a computer make a painting. I want to see a person make a painting. And I like to see all the mistakes that come into, you know, into play in between. Computer, that's just perfect, you know, so that's gonna be, you know, I know what to expect. SOS was crazy, you know, very off the wall. I love SOS, yeah. Love watching SOS. You go into SOS, you know that it can get crazy. It could play standard, but any moment it could just go into something weird. Um, you know, and so that's, you know, I think that's why if we all get asked who our favorite players are, it's not always the top three. And that says a lot because they're still pros, right? They're still pros, but they're not in your top three. That first board shall persevere. I love watching old videos of pro players throughout the metas for the same reason. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that's good to kind of go back to the past. You can kind of see some old ones that you forgot about, you know, and you can see some variety of the different games. It's good flashbacks. We were talking about that. We'll do some like King of the Hill, where we play each other, whoever wants to jump um, in Wings of Liberty, and we'll do King of the Hills in Legacy of the Void and King of the Hills in Heart of the Swarm. So that way we can kind of mix it up and have some, you know, fun blast from the past. You know, get your Widow Mines that were back in the day, Widow Mines, good Widow Mines, or you know, Cyclones when they were good, or back in the days when Reapers were hella good. You know, I think that'd be cool. Go get some blast from the past. Uh, King of the Hills. Radel Rush. Buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estamos, Franco? Saludos. Ahorita voy a empezar. We're gonna start right now. It's good to see you guys. Loco just put out a video um, today, so that Loco has a Florencio cast game. Um, I'll try to get, you know, some of my builds that I've been working on better, and we'll pick some really good ones for, you know, sharing. So we'll share some more to his, you know, his viewers that like the cheese. Has? Yeah, Has. Dante, yeah, Has is by far one of my favorites. He's so crazy. And he's up there in the pros, so it's like, I believe, you know, if he could do it, you know, we could do it. Just put enough time, of course. He puts a lot of time. But just the fact, you know, just the fact. You can't, that won't work at the pro level. That won't work at the pro level. Like, Haas is whooping ass with cheese. So that means I could cheese. What happened? Sorry, it's cold. I dropped my pen. He's falling. I don't know why. Let's go. I'm sneezing. It's like my nose is itching. I start sneezing. You like the hat? Yeah. It's the Nexus hat. Gives me the power of the Chrono Boost. Chrono Boost power.
Good luck. Have fun.
So we're playing versus a Terran player. So we're gonna kind of go a little aggressive, you know, some tanks, some Vikings, you know, pressure him because he's probably gonna get a second base. But let's go scout him. Just a little scout. Get them little rollies. It's like Johnny number 5. That movie Short Circuit, I think Short Circuit. Great movie.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Consciousness Awakens, is that a movie? Look that one up.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
He's got a Marine attacking, so not a Reaper.
CC's upgraded.
Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap!
You're under attack. Siege up.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Add-ons finished.
Your forces are under attack!
Your base is under attack again.
Your forces are taking damage.
Hey, your base is under attack.
Wait,
Engaging
why
the
my
opponent.
SCV's going that way? See?
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
Rallied him.
CC's upgraded.
Add-ons finished.
Mineral field depleted.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh shit. Set up.
That mineral field's gone. Don't spend it all in one place.
Our forces are under
They're
attack.
attacking your base, you know.
Oh shit.
That mineral field's gone. Don't spend it all in one place.
Your base is under attack again.
Yeah, I'm already dead. Easy. Played, well played. Yeah, I didn't have a I didn't have the enough scan to stay at the at his base to break the. I needed to get that last cyclone to break that bunker. Let's write a quote. Good evening for me. Did you know SCVs and auto repair in a
Good luck.
medevac are
Have fun.
repairing? Yeah, you can repair. You can repair the SCVs inside. I wish you could repair the like the command center or whatever medevac. That'd be good. Let's start off some chaos. Yep. There he is.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Your base is under attack again. Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap!
Your forces are taking damage. Your forces are under attack! They're attacking your base, you know. Hey, your base is under attack, man.
Your base is under attack again.
They're attacking your base, you know.
Job's done.
He has the overcharge.
We're running out of minerals back home. That field's been mined out. Hope you have an expansion.
No. He has the base for too long and the overcharge. But a good try.
Mineral field depleted.
Just kind of keep makes those.
That mineral field's gone. Don't spend it all in one place.
Those cannons. I would have to take out the cannons first. I would have to try to bleed out the cannons. Yeah, we'd have to bleed out the cannons. But the Immortal's pretty good. I just gotta keep the Immortal. We'll get more Stalkers. I think we can break it. I just gotta make sure I take a second base because I was already running out of minerals. I love that the PvP standard meta is to just build buildings in their opponent's base. Yeah. We'll work on that one. I'm trying to do something a little different than that. Of course, I could have went Phoenixes and beat them, but
Good luck, have fun.
I'm trying to, branch out to other choices.
Hey, your base is under attack.
It's a trap!
at that base. There's an overlord over here spying. He's like, hey guys, there's an easy opening over here.
Hey, your base is under attack, man.
What up, Oscar? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Let's get a Stargate. Defensive cannon.
Your base is under attack again.
Let's start switching over. Move station park there, so someone's not. Right, no lady. The queens can't heal right now the hatchery unless it's done. So this is where our best way to kill it or snipe it, deny it.
You're engaging the opponent. Research finished. We're running out of minerals back home.
Been over a while. I'm not telling you to leave the game.
Mineral field depleted.
I don't know what to do.
We're running out of minerals back home.
Yeah, we got him. We try to be clever with the spire. So we go for a pylon, right? And we get a quick factory forge, straight to a pylon right away, and then we go up the ramp to see what timing the pool is at. This is supposed to be for a pool first. This particular play. That's why I'm not getting a gateway. I'm not getting a gateway because I'm going for a really fast pool first denial. It's not gonna be easy because, you know, the lanes are pretty quick. So we come in here, we know that we counted the lanes, we know that the pool just popped up, so I got a few seconds to really pop in some cannons right away. My forge is just about to be up, like everything has to be like right away. My cannon placements are a little bit bad. There should have been like a little bit more, you know, packed in, but I pulled my my probe out so I can try to see if I could lure some links. So I'm like, okay, now I need the links to follow me, and luckily they did for a little bit. But that's why I'm getting multiple cannons, just to make sure even if one goes up, that'll delay a hatchery. And we have pork chickens. How you doing? Yeah, we're chilling. Playing some StarCraft. And then we go for the block because obviously he wants to, you know, hit me because he ran through. So this is the reason why I'm doing this so early, is because I'm trying to keep them from taking a third. If I can keep them from taking a third, because they're going for a pool first. The pool first usually comes with the hatchery after the lings leave, or close to about the time when the lings leave. The drone comes in and makes a hatchery. So if we could beat the lings, then we beat the hatchery. If we beat the hatchery, he can't take a base if he can't get out. At least not until he either night swarms or he busts out. So he's kind of bad. He's kind of in a bad shape. And I go for 2 Stargates. And I go for 4 Void Raids. Just to kind of not too much, because the queens are pretty good. So I just get just enough. But in this situation, you know, I'm trying to go into a ground switch. You know, I'm just trying to protect myself for a little bit. Keep them a bit low and then switch over to ground. But it's important to have 2 Stargates, because in case they go mutas and you go 1 Stargate into Void Raids and you switch up and they go mutas, it's really hard to get a lot of Phoenixes with just 1 Stargate. So having 2 Stargates is kind of like my backup. Switch back to Phoenix if it is. And yeah, he is kind of like getting a little sneaky. Denied him right there because he can't can't heal the hatchery until it's done, so it's a weak spot. Then right here, I was like, oh, Muta's quickly go into Phoenixes the moment I saw him, and then got another Stargate. Go three base. We already have a battery shield and cannon right here because we're worried about the Nidus Worm. So it kind of protects our base in general, like versus a ling drop. The link drop comes up and they come try to attack. The cannons will lure them, and the battery overcharge will keep the probes alive. You know, if it's a Nidus Worm and there's a battle, roaches and stuff, the cannons will keep them occupied. The battery shields will keep the probes alive while the Void Raids are doing their thing, you know. So this is a pretty, like, universal, like, defense for me. In this case, for mutas, when they try to come over here, I already have the cannons, so I don't have to worry about my Stargates getting depowered because there's nothing to protect them, and my Phoenixes can't do anything about them yet. So he doesn't have very much to really harass me in other than this natural. But the natural, I could bring my workers over here for a second while I hit them. So and right here, you just lost all the mutas. Mutas are down. The Phoenixes will pick up the games now. I'll keep making Phoenixes for the Hydra count that switch up. And if he goes Corruptors, then that's, you know, we already have a pretty good unit count to react to Corruptors if we decide to. If they, oh, okay, you're really going Corruptor, we can go to ground. What up, Kasaguru? Open World Jedi? Getting cannons up in the natural versus a 13-12. Yeah, exactly. It's tough. You got to go in really quick. I'm still debating on sending the worker right away without producing the first probe. I'm still checking on the pylon placement. Should I make it right at my main base or at the choke? But because of, you know, so I'm kind of like trying to see if I need a shave, how much to shave. But I could definitely shave a couple more seconds if I need to. It'll cost a probe, but I can get the probe back with 2 chrono boosts. So if I chrono boost my Nexus twice, I can get that probe back. Because yeah, so a chrono boost lasts a probe and a half's worth of a boost on a Nexus. So because it's that extra half, whenever you chrono boost twice, that extra half turns into a whole if you use it right. Because you can get 2.5 probes technically chrono boosted, and what happens is most Protonses, they only get 2 probes. They don't get the third one because that's when they get supply blocked, or that's when you know they're doing stuff. So they don't get the third one from that chrono boost. But if they chrono boost twice and they get the third one in between the chrono boost, you get a hole, and you can kind of re-get that. You can get that one probe out that shouldn't be there, but it's there. You know what I mean? So sometimes I like to do that when I have to sacrifice my first probe, my first worker, in regards to like my first 50 minerals. Do I make a worker or do I make a pylon? If I make a pylon, it's faster pylon. But now I'm lacking a worker. But if I chrono boost afterwards, I can chrono boost, was it 2.5 probes, which can in some way get unlocked a lot faster on the supply block after the pylon's up so early. So I don't know, I'm trying to like balance that and see how fast I can get those up if I need to, but there's a little bit of play. Yeah, brush. We'll try. What up? How's it going? 1,000 lifetimes. You read Heavenly Vibes. You want a coach? Send me a replay on the Discord, and we'll go over it. If you want to go over it with mic, we can do it on the mic or without the mic. Yeah, it's up to you. But put the replay in the Discord, and we'll go over a game and kind of look at some stuff. I'm all looking like I'm gonna cast it. I'm all watching and like, what's he doing? What's this player doing? On the top right. Oh shit, that's me.
You're under attack. Siege up. Our forces are under attack. You're engaging the opponent. Hey, your base is under
Your
attack.
forces are taking damage.
Yep. Nope. You found it. It's not very good to. It's kind of hard versus a Terran player, so we'll have to hope for a Zerg or a Protoss. They're not very lucrative versus a Terran. But what they gave us. What race is hardest to cheese in your opinion? I think Zerg is probably the hardest in the beginning. As you get to the later stage, they have more macro cheats to
Good luck.
be
Have
able
fun.
to do versus you. But I would say Zerg would be harder. I gotta go to a different server. I gotta go to Europe. But I don't play versus people that talk. I don't. If they talk, I leave. It's just the thing. I just don't like conversation in the game. That's what you feel like playing. Alright, let's see if we get a Protoss or a Zerg. Terran's not the best to do a PF rush.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh shit. We got an overlord over there. Right, I'd be dodging overlords right now. If you play Zerg, you're more of a macro player. Well, you have to. There's not too many cheeses out there that Zerg could do, where you have to stay within some balance of economy versus standard players. The standard players, they already have a optimal path that they're given by memorizing the meta builds. So you have to deal with that. You have to deal with optimized builds. You have to figure out how to like not get too behind. This map's not the easiest to PF because of this, because they take
Your
that.
forces are under attack.
Just a bad hand on the build. Actually, remove this one. Remove this one on the NA. So let me try to remove it. Haven't. Let's see, I haven't switched. Because a lot of players like to just camp. It's gets boring when they camp. Let's see. This one. There we go. Oh, we try it one last time. Just wanted to say hi again. I didn't realize you were streaming. Hope you're having a good reception. Hey, no problem, Farmer Boy. Yeah, I just, next time just say hello afterwards. But yeah, I don't really like talk in games. No offense, that's just my thing. If people talk, I just don't, because I'm there to play, you know. Yeah, but yeah, so next time, just good luck, have fun is until afterwards. Afterwards you can come by and say hello and all that stuff. I don't mind. It's a Terran player. All right, next we'll do a PF when the time comes. They're not giving us the map or the matchup. Hey, Tiare. It's not all. You can't do the PF on every map versus any race. It has to be, some map specific and race specific. Yep. And it's Terran. So I can't do it, but Terrans are good units. They got tanks, they got Vikings. Not much of a chatter either. Good luck with these. Hey, thanks, Farmer Boy. Yeah, no, I just had bad experience. I just had this one person yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? He said, "Hey, Flo, I love your stream or something like that. I love your stuff." But then, like a minute later, he says, "F you, this and that, you piece of shit." Like, so it gets confusing, Yeah, he called me all kinds of started blah 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 blah. I'm like, wait, what the hell happened here? I'm like, okay, I'll play this one out. I'll try, and then boom. I was like, this is why I don't. This is what I don't. It gets complicated. Ooh.
Your forces are under attack.
What the hell? Where are you going? A salty fan, yeah. I don't know what that, like I don't.
Add-on complete.
He went hard. He went really good, and then he went really hard. He went really hot, really cold. Stone cold. I was like, what the hell happened here?
Your forces are under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Your forces base are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Oh, she landed right on him.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, it's BC. That's already late. Yeah, I gotta get a turret or something over here. What is it? Or more Marines. What is it? Because I'm building. I'm trying to figure out which way I want to do my Sim City. So I think I need 2 turrets right here. I was trying to get the tank over here and the bunker. I guess I need 2 turrets. For the medevacs. That and I need more Marines. I had one Marine. Yeah, but I gotta work on the way I want to do my SimCity for these. Maybe just turrets will be the push to keep them like getting to the destination. Let's go right now. Let's see. What up, farm boy? Getting the prime setback online. The Jedi also thinks love leads to suffering, and they get all emo. So I don't know. The middle way between the two seems to pass. Yeah. That gets all tricky, right? Love. Love can be not real, and then love could be real. The most important thing is the actions. The word itself can be used, you know, you can just throw the word around, but that word, I think when you say it, you gotta mean it. So these days I think a lot of people use it like it's, you know, then and the, you know, like when I say it, I don't like it's how do I say it? Sometimes it's hard for me to say it, you know. And it should be hard for someone to say it, because it should mean it when you say it to somebody. So when someone asks me if I love them or whatever, and that, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes there's no answer yet, you know, because it's, you know, that's a very, you know, important part of my life is people that I love. So yeah, love is it means different for everybody, but for me it's like it's a hard one to use. Like I just don't throw it out there. It's like because I'm honest to myself, you know, and I want to be honest to somebody else, so that's why it's harder. It's like, well, I'm not trying to lie to you, but I'm also not gonna lie to myself. So that's how I see love. But love has no bounds. You just want to make sure when you do love somebody, it's you know, they're worth it, you know. People be awkwardly telling you that they love. No, what? What? I think there's a difference if you say it in a just like a normal way, you know. But I'm just saying when, you know, when the actual word comes out, you know, the genuine, like the true love, the you know, all or nothing love, that validation that somebody wants, that confirmation, you know. um, but yeah, you can. But I do feel like that word is being used a lot. The regular love, like I love you, and this the normal love. That, you know, there's plain, but then there's not. I love you. Oh shit! I believe you. Look at the waking life take on the world. Florency, oh damn, glad to meet you. Hope all is good, bro. Looks like I've stumbled into hell. A tearing slugfest. We're gonna get into a slugfest. That was just a taste. So the combo, my stream was saying something about love, and I was just saying that word sometimes gets a little overused too easily. Where it's like when somebody tells you they love you, it's like question it. You love me now, but do you love me like in forever? Is this a forever till like worst case scenario? Shoot, something happens, I need help, I need to sleep in your house for like 2 weeks. Don't worry about my hand's bleeding. That kind of love. Or you should love me just because it sounds right, sounds good, you know? Because I'll be back. I'll be back, you know, if you do, you know. I got a place I need to hide next week. What are we facing? Terran? Yeah, that's why it's like the word doesn't mean it, it's the actions, it's the energy that you get from a person saying it. The energy, you can feel positive energy and you can feel like that's not good energy. I didn't feel that one. You just said it. You just said it because I wanted to hear it.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh shit, I forgot to cancel.
Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Bringing all the big daddies. Should we send Probius? No, he'll lift.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
I'll be back. Oh man, yeah, he's I sent him some Tempest. Check other bases. And go Tempest. What I'll do is I'll Nexus recall to his base. Yep. Let's see. Just send everything to his base with a Nexus recall. Like a magic trick, you know? Like little present. Probes and all. And just one shot him or something. If he moves out the way. We'll get our recall in. Wonder what he's thinking right now. Yeah. And this piece of Photos scum. Almost. We just send the probes. Yeah, the other one will kill him too quick. So, he was pretty pissed on how it went down, I think. Part of the live stream, skimming, just feel special. I've been watching Flo's live stream for a while. This is masterful. My a bad person. He's a bad person. Bad baddie. Alright, so pretty much we're gonna go make a Nexus in his base, whether he sees us or not, but we have to make it over here so that the battery shields help out. And we're doing this to get the void raids out early. We just need to make sure we stall time for the void raids to come out. And this is a good way to kind of keep them occupied. If the Nexus is almost dying because of the SCVs, say the SCVs come and Nexus is gonna go up, but it's got a little bit of health. You can overcharge the battery shield to the Nexus with this Nexus, and then while that's charging up the Nexus, keeping it safe, this one could recall whatever you want recalled. You get me? So that's what's cool about this, is that the battery shield overcharges this with your main base Nexus, which is something that they added recently in the updates, where they can now use either Nexus. Instead, they used to do only which one's the nearest to whichever one was within the circle. But now that they have that, you could use that Nexus for overcharge here, and then this one for a Nexus rush. And so, because we're not really worried about the rush up here, it's more of a diversion. It's the void raids that I want. You know, that's why I couldn't wait enough for a second adapt. So we sent with the one adapt to keep the battery shields alive. And then we got the overcharge. But we forgot the shade, cancel the shade right there. But our void raid's already done. So boring. I think he thought, I don't know if he thought he was gonna win with the Thor coming out. Okay, let me rewind all that so all that comes out. I'm gonna speed it up. Let's see. There it goes. I could play Dota while I... Oh, okay. That's what he's doing. He's playing Dota. Oh, wow. No wonder he wasn't worried about it. They're right next to my friend Maleficent over here, and Yak. You know, my good friend Yak over here. Totals, gay, noob, F kid, F you, something, IQ. Oh, he said something about good IQ. Or IQ gay. Who can only gay style, Dewey gay, from your mom gay. Yep, yep. He's right next to him. I'd be, you know, little bears. That's a big one, yeah. Yeah, salt comes in many sizes. Yeah, he said I have IQ gay, so you know, I don't know. I don't know what that IQ, but it's a compliment. It's a compliment. You know, they have good what is it? Artistic clothing styles. Good hygiene. Definite compliment. Yeah, in the Europe server, man, People don't like cheese a lot more than in NA. Like they really don't like it. What's my favorite movie? You know, that's a hard one to say. I would say like I usually would split it up in genres. That's the best way to like I think to say what's your favorite movie. Like what's your favorite horror? What's your favorite action? Man, I love movies. I love movies. I have a closet with about 1,000 VHS and DVD movies, and there's a lot of them in there. Just old school VHS, you know, classic movies. So yeah, I'm a movie buff. It's kind of hard to just pick one, so I at least divide it in genres for sure. Comedy movie? Say Dumb and Dumber was one of my favorites. Um, it's another one. What was it? Pineapple Express Friday. So it's gonna be between those, and there's a couple other ones, but those are the ones that stand out the most to my like overall like quotes that I use all the time. Kingpin was one of my favorites. I would probably say between Happy Gilmore and Kingpin. So I'd probably say maybe Kingpin would be my all-time favorite comedy. But there's so it's hard. But I would say Kingpin. You ever watch Kingpin? It's hilarious. Freaking good old Munson. Broken Lizard Club Dread. Awesome movie. I gotta check it out. Um, yeah, but there's so many good ones out there. But that one would probably nail it out too. Too. At least that one's the one that made me laugh so much. Over the years, you know, I would use those lines, and it's hilarious. But man, that's a tough one. Comedy. I would say horror. One of my all-time favorites for horror would be Evil Dead. The remake of Evil Dead, not the new one. The Evil Dead after the very first classic with Ash. You know, getting all beat up in the hand. You know. Definitely one of my favorite horror. Scary. It scared the hell out of me. That lady that's under the cellar. Hell no. Traumatized me. Step Brothers is a good one, but I'd probably say they did a better job in what is it? Blades of Glory? Blades of Glory, right? That was definitely my favorite than Brothers. For Brothers, I would say my favorite would be Walking Hard. I think it's called Walking Hard. That one definitely is better for me than Brothers, because it was a lot more funny, serious but not serious, you know, with Dewey Cox. But then that NASCAR one was hilarious with what's his name? Was it something Boogie Nights or Burger Night? I can't even remember saying that name, but that one definitely had me rolling. You know, with little baby Jesus, praying to baby Jesus instead of big Jesus. Where's My Car? Yeah, that was just another pothead movie. You not agree with you, witchcraft. I'm burning. But you know what's funny? It's not funny. But you know what's interesting is that that's a thing. That's actually a thing. The gas that they use um it produces a invisible flame, and you can't see it, and it's there. It's an invisible flame. Yeah, in the daylight you can't see it, and so even though it's funny, and I didn't get it forever, I was like, oh, this guy keeps taking off his clothes, still saying I thought it was a skit, but no, in reality that you can't see it, the audience can't see it, they just see somebody flapping around going. But it's yeah, it's true. That's a thing. It's real. Invisible fire and shit at daytime. But in that movie, he thinks he's on fire. That's what's funny about it. He's not on fire in that movie. But yeah, never understood it until I saw that. I was like, oh, it all makes sense now. It makes the the deeper lore of the joke. Yeah, Blades of Glory was one of my favorite in the comedy side. Uh, Hilarious. All right, let's get some more games. Yeah, I really like Happy Gilmore. That was a classic. Oh, because it was in the original version of the Ricky Bobby movie about NASCAR. Yeah, I watched it. It's called Tropic Thunder, something Thunder. I have it. I have the movie, the real NASCAR, and that other guy, the race. Yeah, I even have Driver or Driven, the one with what was this versus Sloan, I think, or someone was the blonde guy, Driven. Talladega Nights, yeah. Damn, I'm like a huge movie buff. I love movies. Days of Thunder, yeah, it's called Days of Thunder. Yeah, there you go, Days of Thunder. Yeah, and then the other one before that was really good was with what's his name? Wraith. You guys remember Wraith? That was one of my all-time favorites as a kid. It's Wraith. Sick ass car, racing to the death car. They flipped it. Yeah, they would. Okay, let's macro up. Try to see if we can get some nukes going. Blades of Glory, you like that one for? Yeah, Jazz Mitchell. I mean, even Zoolander was hilarious. Zoolander. My name is Zinga Vinga Bingo na na na. Like,
Command
what
center
the hell
upgrade
kind of name
complete.
was that? You gotta go through gymnastics to say the whole name properly. It took me a while. It's like Inka Vinka Bangolgan. Don't mess it up. She'll mess you up.
Your forces are under attack.
Boom, 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 boom.
Add-on complete. Command
That was a
center
StarCraft for
upgrade
some reason.
complete. Add-on complete.
I'm gonna have a next turn. Okay, let's get Neo Steel armor, get some strength on the PF. The Viking. Kill it with the whip. Are you going full NA? I'm not sure. What is that?
Add-on complete. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Command center upgrade complete. add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Put down some supply. What up, Michael?
Upgrade complete. Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
That's for these. Transfer it soon.
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack.
Yeah, they ran out of gas. Hey, blue flame hellions too.
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Let's go that way.
Research complete. Your forces are under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field command center upgrade complete.
I don't have enough orbitals.
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted.
Yeah, no. Give him too much time. GG. Gotta harass him more. Gotta do maybe like some Hellions and nukes. Kinda like just kill the creep, but I need more orbitals. That's the one thing. I gotta remember. Maybe get a couple command centers in the back. That way I don't run out so quickly. Give me a quick set. Do I have a Discord? Yeah, I have a Discord. It should be in the description. In my description. Try to get Nova as Ghost. Yeah, she pops out sometimes. That's cool. I think it's Protoss. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's Protoss. Yep.
Our forces are under attack. The Hive cluster is under attack. The Hive cluster is under attack. Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack.
Try drone up. Let's see. Get this over here. Let's try to get queens. think it's gonna be air. Hockey.
Metamorphosis complete.
Yeah, we can send an overlord now. See what he's up to.
Metamorphosis complete. Evolution complete. Our forces are under attack. Metamorphosis complete. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Okay. It's gonna come all together.
Unacceptable command. Mineral field depleted. The hive cluster is under attack.
Alright, let's go.
Mineral field depleted. Evolution complete.
Go to his main base.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
No, not enough. Easy. More hydras. Midi voids, yeah. I'm not good enough with Zerg yet. We're getting there. Allergies, you know?
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, you found me. Yeah, maybe we need to hide the SCVs a different path just to annoy them and hide. Yeah. So we'll use a hidden path. That way they can't see us if they scout us, because we are random, and randoms they do scout to see what race we are. So that shall be done. The evening influences who remember Loco posted a video game a few hours ago. Yeah, we'll watch it together. I'm gonna watch it with you guys. Oh no. You got there. You know what? We're gonna have to use the mineral line so that we can wall without too many minerals. Just couldn't. Yeah, but to use the mineral line, and then we can block it, and then we can get 2 more cannons. That'll save us some minerals, 100 minerals resource. I know for sure, and those who do. No, you can watch it if you guys want. You guys can watch it ahead of time. I'll watch it when I come back from eating. Oh, like in what, like an hour and a half? Cause I gotta eat in a little bit. Gonna tell my race. Yeah, if they I'll give them some more games, crazy games back and forths. As we get some crazy ones, you know. Third player. Watch it be ZBZ. I have a ZBZ curse. Oh, it's pull first.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, maybe not. Hey, you're supposed to go this way. Oh, the lings again. Oh my god, I gotta rally him. I do rally him. Do they just go straight for whichever one? I gotta keep an eye on that. Gotta keep an eye on them going to that hatchery. So they're supposed to go straight to the main. So just am I gonna practice that? Why is ZVZ bad? It's not that it's not bad, but it's not the funnest in variety early game. They kind of have to wait for later game to get more units, clever units. But in the early stages, most games last 15 minutes, 18 minutes at the most in general. And so because they usually last that much, the fun ones for Zerg is usually later. And so in the mid to lower range players, they like to play the now more. And so your Protons, Terrans will want to hit you earlier, and you're just stuck with like boring stuff until you get to good stuff. So with ZVZ, same thing. They attack early, and you're like, oh no, I gotta make lings. Oh no, I gotta get roaches. And it's like roaches and lings and banes. There's not variety, but there's definitely back and forth battles and stuff a little bit. There's some do or dies too, but the variety comes later. I think that's why people kind of look at Protoss and Terran a little bit more, fun or light. Terrans have aliens, what's it, BCs, nukes, ghosts, raindrops, widow mines. Early on they got a lot of toys. Terran, Protoss, cannons. They can do void raids, stop blink stalkers, DTs though. They got charge lumps, depths, sentry play, hallucinations, Colossus drops, Dory drops. A lot of toys in the beginning stages in Protoss and Terran versus Zerg. So when you got two Zergs, you eliminate all those other toys, and then you're stuck with that, that structural play. It's like, hey, I got not much of an advantage. You don't got much of an advantage. We just have to beat each other macro and not get behind. Costco nearby, skipping with the shopping center. The machine is down. Ah, it sucks. Had to go home empty-handed. Wow. Hopefully it wasn't things you really needed. But yeah, usually when you go to Costco, you kind of want to reload. Damn, that's a lot of people. They're missing out. Costco got to fix that quick, but that sucks. Alright, I got one more game and then I gotta eat. When I come back, I'll do I'll watch Loco's cast. And then I'll send them some more down the road. If you guys like the variety, I got Pig to send. I gotta send Winter some, and I'll be sending Loco more. ZVZ, who told you ZVZ is bad? Lasky. Third, right? Let's see. Winter's your favorite? Yeah, I'll get him some good ones. Alright, we're gonna use the minerals like we said this time. Probably burgers. Nothing special. Maybe some burgers. Burger special. But it's gonna be delicious. Oh, try it. Button. Try. Unclick. Hey, what up, Christian? How's your Tuesday?
Base is under attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty late.
Base is under attack.
Okay, can't even deploy that. Oh, I got supply block. That's what. Damn. There. What up, Boy Scout? Oh man, I forgot the pylon because I lost one in their side and I forgot to count for that. should. Get a base.
Research complete.
What are you guys doing here? Okay, cannons.
Mineral field depleted.
Just getting a bigger army. Complicated army.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, we're gonna have to take a base soon.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's take another base.
Research complete.
Big beacon. Get out of this nation.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. 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 Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
You definitely need blink.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Wait, where's my blink? Where's my twilight?
have engaged. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
You got me. Definitely need my charge lots. Multitask. That's what I need to do. So I need to get more gateways, get my blink, my charge lot, and then move out. So I gotta get my ducks in a row for those kind of battles. But yeah, my tempests were a bit late. Let's get it.
Base is under attack.
Macro. We gotta watch out for the minerals right here though. Yeah, I gotta get probably the speed. Get the void raid. Go kill that over there that's peeking. Kill overlords for a second. Go robo soon. Get some coins too. Alright, let's go.
Mineral field depleted. Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
Alright, start getting this base up.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Mineral field depleted. 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 Mineral field depleted.
It might come over here, so we gotta be careful. Oh shit. It's going Raptors. We gotta get some Tempest.
Mineral field depleted.
There, you already got stuff. Viper. PDG.
Mineral field.
I gotta slow him down from the Vipers. I was already too behind. Go get some water. Actually, okay, I gotta eat. I'll be back in like what, 30 minutes? I just gotta eat something. And we'll play a little bit of StarCraft and then finish with some Resident Evil. No, what are we playing? Evil Within? I think, yeah. Alright, I'll be back.